Hey, Seekers World. Well, you remember just a little while ago when I told you about Edgar Allan Poe and his fiancee who was buried in a different cemetery from where we were, from where his supposed alleged proposal area was at that cemetery next to the water. Well, here she is, Sarah Helen Whitman, the fiancee of Edgar Allan Poe. We found her and we come in to speak with her. I'm going to read you. This is a poem written by Sarah about Edgar Allan Poe after he had passed. I'm going to read this. Hopefully, by reading this, that it'll help her come through and speak with us. I have the REM pod. Oh, hey! All right, Sarah. All right, Sarah. I'm gonna read your poem. Is she already here? She's already here. All right, I'm gonna. Hey. All right, so I'm getting to it. I'm reading the poem. All right, this is. I'll put the title on the screen. And this is by Sarah Helen Whitman. I mourn thee not. No words can tell the solemn calm that tranced my breast when I first knew the soul had passed from earth to its eternal rest. For doubt and darkness o'er thy head forever waved their condor wings, and in their murky shadows bred forms of unutterable things. And all around thy silent hearth, the glory that once blushed and bloomed was built a dim remembered dream of the old time entombed. Those melancholy eyes that seemed to look beyond all time or turned on eyes they loved so softly beamed, how few their mystic language learned, how few could read their depths or know the proud high heart that dwelt alone in gorgeous palaces of woe, like Elvis on his burning throne. For no human heart could brook that darkness of thy doom to share, and not a living eye could look unscathed upon thy dread despair. I mourn thee not, life had no lore, thy soul and morphine dues to steep, love's lost nepith to restore, or bid the avenging sorrow sleep. Yet, while the night of life shall last, while the slow stars above me roll, in the heart's solitudes I keep a solemn vigil for thy soul. I tread dim claustral aisles, where all beneath our solemn sound graves, while o'er the oriel like a pall, a dark funeral shadow waves. There kneeling by a lampless shrine, alone amid a place of tombs, my erring spirit pleads for thine, till night along the orient blooms. Oh, when thy faults are all forgiven, the vigil of my life outwrought, in some calm attitude of heaven, the dream of thy prophetic thought. Forever near thee, soul and soul, near thee forever, yet how far? May our lives reach love's perfect goal in the high order of thy star. That was the poem written by Sarah Helen Whitman for Edgar Allan Poe. All right, Sarah, I just read your poem. I heard a thing that says, they say, here's a little challenge. Go to Sarah's grave, read her poem, and see how she interacts with you. And I just read it, so hopefully you can come through. And then here's the thing. I'm going to read you a little bit of information I have here about Sarah. It says she was the original goth girl. She adorned herself with a coffin pendant around her neck and dressed in dark shawls and veils that often blew over her in the streets of Providence. Well, Sarah, I don't have a coffin around my neck, but I got a Ouija board, a crow, and I got some ghosts on my shirt, and I'm dressed all in black, just like you. Hopefully that makes you a little bit more comfortable. And it says that she attended Providence's first ever recorded seance in 1850, and she described it as unsuccessful. Sarah, yeah, I went to that seance. Nothing happened. Unsuccessful. Boring, really. So, yeah. And the thing, she told people that when she passed, she did not want a marker. She did not want a headstone to mark where she was lying. She said, just let nature, let the grass be my covering. I don't want anything there. But after she passed, the people said that it feels like a dishonor to not have something there for her. So they just did a little compromise, and instead of having a big headstone, they just put this little plaque here with her name and her years on it. So like, we want to recognize you. We don't want you to be forgotten. So we're not going to give you a big headstone. You didn't want that. We'll just give you a little plaque so people know who you were. So I think that's a fair compromise. You don't want to be lost to time, you know? So all right, Sarah, I hope that you're here. I mean, you kind of proved it already. Set that ball off. I read your poem. Please come through and tell us about Edgar Allan Poe. And how do you feel that even though you didn't want a headstone, they put this plaque here with your name on it? I think that was a fair compromise. How do you feel about that, Sarah? My name is Chris, by the way.
I'm and
What can you tell us something about Edgar Allan Poe that maybe we don't know? That was the guys. I love you. Are you guys still together in afterlife? Even though your wedding was called off? It also said in that little description that the wedding was called off because of her family's disapproval of Edgar. They did not approve of him, and the wedding was called off like a couple months before it was supposed to happen. And then Edgar Allan Poe ended up passing away less than a year after that. Family. He waited. Is that? He waited. That's awesome. What did I tell you? He proposed next to water. Late. Hey! Sarah and Edgar Allan Poe, are you guys together in the afterlife? You were forced apart in life, but are you together now in spirit? Family again.
like moving his head.
You heard that? This said follower. If you guys can see that, it said follower. And now at the beginning we had a guy say I love you. Now I just felt like we heard a woman say I love you. I think they're really together. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. That even though you were forced apart, in life, you are together in spirit. True love can never be separated. Sarah, how do you feel that even though you that just said Whitman? I am there. Hey, you're right. Yes.
Grandma.
Tell family take you back. Heard that? Does your if you are together in spirits, does your family still disapprove now?
You know,
Shine. If you guys can see that. Shine. Sarah, how do you feel that even though you did not want a headstone, they put this plaque here with your name on it? Are you okay with that? I could have sworn I just heard Sarah. Sarah, you're giving great responses. I freaking love it. And maybe reading her poem really worked. Aw, sorry about that. I heard my family left. But at least you're with Edgar. I mean, family hopefully has been year. Hope 1878 when she passed. But hopefully your family will come around. I mean, I hope they see that you guys really do love each other. Do you want to set off a piece of equipment again? Look, if you get next to this one, it'll do that. It'll do that if you get next to that one. Hey, Edgar. See, I feel like we heard you at the beginning. I believe Sarah said you waited for her. That's pretty romantic. Can you answer me? Since I believe you are both here. I believe you are both here. Was I in the right area before when I said I believe this is where he may have proposed? At the other cemetery down by the water. Was I in the right area? Mr. No. Mr. No. Are you guys still into poetry in the afterlife? Mr. No, why are you coming through now? Why are you coming through? Do you guys perform poetry in the afterlife? I know that's kind of what you're both known for, a little bit. Definitely. A little bit. No, definitely. Sarah, what can you tell us about that first seance in 1850 that you said it was unsuccessful? Who who was trying to be contacted? Do you remember? Was it was it a specific spirit trying to be contacted, or was it just spirits in general? Darkness with you? I mean, I don't feel any negativity here, but it did say she was the original goth girl, so dressing all dark colors and blacks. So that's why I said I'm dressed all in black today. I got the Ouija board right here. Hope that like kind of bringing back memory. How did people react to you dressing like that?
No.
Was there a reason you dressed like that, or it's just the style that you like? I wasn't gonna bring it up. But I see security driving around, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, they drove the opposite direction. They didn't come down this way, but we'll see what happens. Sarah, did you have a favorite poem of Edgar's? What was your favorite poem? Have you guys created any poems together? I didn't quite hear what that said. Can you repeat what you just said? I heard something, but I couldn't make it out. Sarah's family. I know they said earlier that you left. Why? Can you come through and tell me why you disapproved of Edgar? Why did you disapprove of him? Can you tell me why you disapprove? Why did you disapprove of the marriage? Why did you force the marriage to be called off? Alan. Is that Edgar? Edgar Allen Poe? They're not coming through. Maybe they're like, we're not even, we don't know you. We don't have to tell you anything. I feel that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. We had Edgar and Sarah come through. They were loving it. I was loving it. We were having conversation, trying to reach out to her family, see why they disapproved, and we get nothing. We get nothing. But they're together. We're gonna get out of here soon, Sarah and Edgar. Get out of here very shortly. I've had a great time speaking with you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that I believe, I know, well, I don't know. It is very highly speculated that that other cemetery is where you proposed. It matches the description. I believe I was in the general area, and now I've come and I found Sarah. It sounds like you two are still together, declaring your love for each other. So that's pretty cool. Do you have any final messages for anybody? Sarah, do you want to give any messages to your family? Maybe they'll possibly hear it. One of us is happy. I think that's you, Sarah. Any messages for your family? One of us is happy. All right, Sarah. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna get going now. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Your time is greatly appreciated. All right, Zigger Squad. We came here, had a conversation with Sarah, Edgar Allan Poe's fiance, who the marriage got called off supposedly because of her family, but in the afterlife, it doesn't matter. It sounds like they're together and they still love each other. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We heard he said I love you, then we heard a female say I love you. So that's pretty cool. I just asked her any messages towards her family at the end right there, and she said one of us is happy. So I guess she's still happy and in good spirits, even though her family may have left her. Hopefully they will come back. I mean, it's been a long time. If they haven't come back by now, I don't know. But hopefully there's always hope. There's always hope. We want families together. We want families together. Hopefully they will see how this love has surpassed time. It's surpassed the living time, and they are not together in spirit. So that's pretty cool. That's romantic and pretty cool. So hope you guys enjoyed this session. You guys are the best. Like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell, turn notifications to on so you get notified when the videos drop. There's a link in the description in case you want to pick up this cool shirt. I think Sarah approved of it. You guys are the best. I will see you in the next one.